Hey everybody. Today is going to look a little bit different. You are going to work through a few different worksheets involving checking accounts, creating a register to track your spending in terms of a like a not a savings account but a checking account, or where you would use a debit card, and actually writing checks. So, what you are going to start with is this listening guide that you can see in front of you. You will get a copy of this, and you are going to use some of these vocabulary words that aren't necessarily all of the vocabulary words that you have used in this chapter, but they go very well with checking accounts, okay, which is chapter 17.3. And I want you to go in and you are going to fill in the blanks in these sentences, okay, with what we know here. If you have questions specifically as to where they fall, because we are not sure, um, not many students have written a check. Not many students know how a checking account functions. And that is why we are actually doing this. A lot of times we can do bill pay online. A lot of us will use our debit cards. It is very, very important to understand how a check actually works, and what these different elements are. So you are going to start with this guide right here, and you are just going to fill in with the vocabulary that fits in each of these sentences. Okay. Next thing you are going to do is come up in through here and do a little bit of practice. Where did it go? That's not the one I want you to do next. These will be in order. They are just not in order for me right now. Next thing you are going to do, you will have a list of transactions. Um, this is very similar to how it would look if you went and spent a bunch of money using your debit card. It does not necessarily have to be a check. Okay. These say check numbers right here. You could think of these as receipts. All right. What I want you to do here is you are going to balance your account. All right. You will have these lists of transactions. And what you are going to do is you are starting with $500. You are going to balance your account. At the end of this, you should know how much money you have left. Okay. Use a calculator if you need to. You need to list everything out. This includes deposits, which means you're putting money into the account, and transactions where you are taking money out or you are spending money. Okay, so you are going to list those out on this registrar here. That is where you will list everything out. And then the last thing that you guys are going to do today, so we have the vocabulary words, our list of transactions that we are going to do in our registrar. And the final thing that we are going to do is actually practice writing some checks. So we are going to write some checks. And I know this is probably making you guys crazy sitting in class watching me. We are going to go through this here. We have a beginning balance of $250. We are purchasing food at Wendy's. We are then going to write a check. We are depositing money in our account. And then we are writing another check. You are actually going to go through and you are going to write all of this information out. I want to know what your check is going to look like. Okay. I want to see that you are filling in this information accurately. Are you filling in the date? Who is it paid to? What does this amount look like here? Are you actually writing out the amount in dollars here? If it is $15.68, do you know that you have to write 15? It's not 1 5, it's 15. Okay. Make sure that we are filling this out accurately. If again, 17 chapter 17.3 goes over checking accounts. Feel free to take a look at that book. Okay. Deposit slip. We want to fill this out as well because it says that we are making a deposit. Okay. And then writing another check as well. All right. I will not make you do the 2 paragraph story, but you will do all of this other work in the packet that you guys get, and you will turn this in today before you leave class. Okay. If you have any questions about checks, checking accounts, registrars, it is very, very important that you guys balance your accounts. It is very, very easy to overspend if you do not keep accurate track of your spending. And this is a very easy way to do that. Okay. Feel free to let me know if you guys have any questions. Okay. I'll talk to you soon.